Hi there. In this video we will focus on publishing formats. In the previous video we have discussed that we can publish different types of data to the platform so that we can monitor our device properly. In case of any device, there are some certain sets of data that we can publish to the platform. Say for example, its online status, its connection status, whether the device is online or offline, its signal strength, how much the device is getting the signal strength to the nearest Wi-Fi router it is connected to. Then we have the callbacks, then that the command has reached to the particular appliance, or if it is turned on or if it is turned off, and the data that is coming from the sensors such as temperature and humidity. So now to publish these types of data, we have different publishing formats that we have to follow. So if you click on this navigation bar, there is a link for GitHub repository. You need to open that repository, and in this repository you will find this publish format file. You need to open it and you can read it for all the publishing formats. Now I will take you through each and everything. So the first thing that we will be following is the callback status. So let's say if I want to get the callback from this bulb, so if I toggle it, it says the device is offline, it will not operate. So if the device is online, if I turn this bulb on, then the bulb must send some data that okay, it is turned on, so that this platform will get to know that okay, the final device is turned on and I can publish the values. So now the publishing format for that callback function will be SmarDen_dev_resp space your element ID and space your message. Your message will be the same that you are getting either on or off, or on payload or off payload. So let's say if I want to turn on the bulb, then it must send me a callback message with the element ID itself. Now if I click on the info, I will get these three options. I'll first click on element details, and here I'll get the element ID. So in my case, this payload will become SmarDen_dev_resp space your element ID. In my case it is this one, space your message, and the message will be on, bulb on, because we have assigned that particular message as the on payload. So this particular message will become the payload to the published topic, and that is the payload that I need to publish on this topic, SmarDen.tech response. So I will be publishing all the data on this particular topic, and the data, that particular data formats are written here. So for the callback, the format will be SmarDen_dev_resp space your element ID space your message, either it is on or it is off, or whatever your on payload and off payload is. We will see that in action as well. And let me again go back. Okay, so now for, let's say, temperature, if I click on this settings icon, I get this element details. I have this element ID and I need to publish the temperature on this similar topic. So what I will be doing again, to publish the sensor data, I need to write the payload in this format, SmarDen_dev_sense. Please remember these two things. SmarDen_dev_resp for the callbacks, SmarDen_dev_sense for sensors, space your device ID, or I will say the element ID. Let me just quickly change it here. It's not device ID, it will be your element ID. Let me commit those changes. So in our case, the element ID for the temperature sensor is this one, so I have to publish the data accordingly. So again, going back to our publishing format, this is for signal strength and this is for sensor data. SmarDen_dev_sense space your element ID space your temperature data or humidity data, or whatever the data that you are getting from the particular sensor. So for example, if you are publishing a sensor data for a device that is having a ID this one, the format will be this. Again, this is not device ID, it has to be element ID. So I'll change it again, no issues. Now we have seen that how to publish the callback and sensor data. Now let's focus on publishing the device signal strength. In order to publish the device signal strength, we need this SIG_strength space device ID. Please note, this is not element ID, this is device ID space the data that you are getting. The data in this case will be the signal strength. Device ID, so let's say if I want to publish the device ID for smart switchboard, it is going to be this one. So I have the device ID, this one. So I'll be using it as sig_strength space that device ID. So let's say this is any device ID and this is the signal strength. So I have to send it like this. So this will publish the 78% here. Now we have only connection status left, that is this red dot. It will change to green whenever the device is connected. And how I'm going to publish it? dev_status space the same device ID will be written here, space online or offline. By default it is offline, and if the device came online, it has to publish the data in this format, and it has to publish the data on this publishing topic, SmarDen.tech response. So on the instance you can see that SmarDen.tech response. So this is subscribing topic here for the platform. Please try to understand, this is subscribing topic for the platform. The platform has subscribed to this topic, SmarDen.tech response, and your device will be publishing the same thing on this topic, so that both the things are connected with the same pipeline. Don't get confused here by the name of subscribing topic, and here it is written as publish on. So don't get confused here if you see that publish on and on the instance window it is subscribing on. So the platform is currently subscribed on this topic, and your device must publish the data on the similar topic in order to receive it from the platform end. So I hope you have understood the publishing formats. In the next videos we will learn how to implement these things with Arduino IDE, and we will be using our Node MCU to program all these things and to run our devices.